Family in Rusk County continues to search for answers to the 2022 shooting death of their son by police on an East Texas highway. It took nearly 2 years and a federal lawsuit for the police video capturing that fatal shooting to be released. Stephanie Gosk has more.
Good evening.
I heard the officer say, "Good evening, sir." Michael said, "Good evening, sir," back, and he told me he loved me, and he hung up the phone.
Wendy Tippett was on the phone with her 29-year-old son, Timothy Michael Randall, when a sheriff's deputy pulled him over. It was late at night in rural Rusk County, Texas.
The reason I pulled you over is you blew that stop sign back there.
No, I didn't. I came to a complete stop with that stop sign.
Sergeant Shane Iverson spotted an open container, according to police.
Step out of the vehicle for me.
The confrontation escalated
Right there real quick.
fast.
You got anything on you? You should.
Can you just tell me, officer, please, can you tell me what I'm under arrest for, please? Please. Officer, please.
Get out.
Sergeant Iverson, a former Green Beret who served multiple tours overseas, fired one shot. Randall ran off. But when Sergeant Iverson found him moments later,
Dude, you okay?
he was collapsed on the ground. The deputy calling it in.
I need an ambulance. Call everybody. I've got a shooting.
After driving his patrol vehicle over and administering first aid.
Come on, stay with me, buddy.
Then on a phone call, 13 minutes after firing that shot.
4125, I need everybody.
What happened?
I just smoked a dude.
Meanwhile, Tippett did not hear back from her son, so she went looking for him.
I couldn't make myself go up there. I'm sorry. I knew something was bad. Calling mother's intuition, I don't know. I just knew it was bad. And then the ambulance and the fire trucks got there, and nobody was in a big hurry. You told me to go home and be with my family, and I said my family is laying in the road.
You realized he was dead?
Yeah.
According to the autopsy, the bullet hit Randall in the right upper chest and then pierced his heart, killing him in minutes. Tippett was desperate to know what happened.
I was told nothing.
You were told nothing?
Nothing.
Were you
I couldn't
asking?
even get a police report.
From the moment Sergeant Iverson approached the car to the moment he fired his gun is just over a minute. There's body cam, there's dash cam. Randall's mother asked repeatedly to see it and was told no. It would take nearly 2 years and a lawsuit before they were released. What the Sheriff Department video reveals, the wrestling to the ground, Randall standing back up, and the gunfire. Still disputed today. Authorities told Tippett her 29-year-old son, who was unarmed, ran toward Sergeant Iverson.
I didn't see any evidence of that in the video. The only person that was attacking anybody was Sergeant Iverson.
Oftentimes, dash cam doesn't get anything outside of the purview of the frame of the camera, but this caught it all.
Joe Oxman, a civil rights attorney, represents Tippett in a lawsuit she has filed against Sergeant Iverson.
This, I think, is, if not the worst police shooting ever in U.S. history, it's definitely one of the worst.
You got anything on you? You shouldn't. Keep your hands out of your pocket.
Sergeant Iverson says it was self-defense.
I saw him reaching into his waistband, which at that point in time turned this into a dangerous situation.
Randall had both methamphetamines and marijuana in his system, according to the toxicology report. Police say there was a drug pipe in his pants pocket.
Felt that object and believed it was a weapon.
A gun like this one, according to Iverson's attorney, Robert Davis.
So that officer in that split second has to make a decision about whether or not that officer is going to lose his life.
Davis says Randall was desperate because he had already served prison time for drug possession and didn't want to be arrested again.
When I watched the video, it looked like Randall was running away.
That's not how I see it, and part of that is because I've done this a lot. You can see his feet, and his feet are pointed right toward the deputy.
But he's got his hands up with no weapon.
Well, it's not like he's saying, "Whoa, I surrender," because he's not doing that, obviously.
Sergeant Iverson has since retired from the Sheriff's Department. A grand jury determined he should not be charged with a crime. But when his defense attorney tried to get the civil lawsuit thrown out, a magistrate judge disagreed, Writing in his decision, a reasonable juror could conclude that defendant Iverson's actions were objectively unreasonable.
The sheriff, if he would have just come to me and said, you know, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm sorry this happened. I'm sorry.
But instead, Tippett says she's been stonewalled by local authorities for 2 years. And now she wants accountability.
My son's life mattered. Mattered to me, mattered to his brother, mattered to his family, and so many friends. He did not deserve to be shot. He should still be here with me.
That was Stephanie Gosk reporting for us there. KETK News did reach out to the Rusk County Sheriff's Office. Part of their response says at the core of this case is a split-second decision made by a deputy operating alone in a high-risk area with limited backup support. The video footage released to the public captures only one angle of an evolving situation that became violent due to the suspect's actions, like delaying the stop, resisting detention, attempting to reach in his clothing, and resisting and struggling. When it comes to Randall's family, Robert Davis, attorney for the sheriff's office, Annie Verzin, who you saw in that piece, added the family had the opportunity and chose not to watch the video before being released, adding that the family hired an attorney within 2 weeks of the incident, preventing the sheriff's office from being able to continue speaking with the family. You can find the full response to the story from the sheriff's office and their attorney over on our website, KETK.com.